Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. It is Wednesday, so it is time for another box. Today I remembered to bring out everything that I'm going to need for the box, which I usually forget halfway through and then have to say, oh yeah, we need our corn rounder. So this is all you need to make a box, and your paper, of course. Today's box is going to be for these little Sweet Haven plant-based candies. No, I did not taste these. Corey had these. They're vegan, gluten-free, lactose-free, no fructose corn syrup, and naturally flavored. So, no thanks. But he loved them because of all this liver too. He got them from like Whole Foods. So we're going to go ahead and make a little box for these two little candies. They're like Laffy Taffies with no sugar. Alright, let's make a fold flat box because that is my favorite. The pink book, whether you have, this is the old cover or the new cover, they're the same on the inside. Alright, ruler. Let's measure these out. So you need to decide if you want your box to accommodate the flaps or you're going to tuck your flaps in. We're going to accommodate the flaps because they seem hard to tuck in. And this is going to be 3 1/4. And actually, I'm going to make that my length. All right. So my left to right. Let's just go ahead and make it 1 inch. It's slightly under, but I don't want to work with the 8s. And two candies together, about 1/2 inch. Okay, let's go ahead and plug in our numbers. Half, 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 and half. Our left to right is 1, and our up and down is 3 1/4. Cool. Let's map this out. Oh no, drop my glue. We have 1, 2, 3 1/2 by 3, 4, 5 1/4. Okay, so 3 1/2 by 5 1/4. You can get a couple of boxes out of one sheet of 8 1/2 by 11. You should probably get 4. All right, so, oh, before I cut the paper, let's go ahead and do our measurements. The long side, we need 1/2 inch and 1 on both sides. And then we need the short side, which is the pink side, half, 1 1/2, 2, 3. There we go. Easy measurements today. All right, let's cut our paper. Oh, that's too short. That's okay. We'll cut it this way. 3 1/2, 5 1/4 by 3 1/2. Okay. So on the long side, I need 1/2 inch and 1 on both sides. So 1/2 inch and 1. 1/2 inch and 1. So for my scoreboard users, 1/2 inch 1, 4 1/4, and 4 3/4. All the measurements will be in the description box. Short side, we need 1/2 inch, 1, 1/2. Oops. I need 1 1/2. 2 and 3. Okay. So if you're like me and you accidentally put the wrong measurement in, it's fine, just ignore it if you can. Okay, let me see. If you need a pencil or something, you can just kind of, you know, mark that that's the wrong score line. Okay, or you can take your bone folder and just kind of erase it. Either way. It happens quite often because I wasn't paying attention. Okay. All right, so for the sake of the tutorial, I'm going to recut mine. Normally I don't. I just leave it in there and don't use that paper. Or don't use that score line. All right, short side, half, 1.5, 2, and 3. Short side, 1/2 inch, 1, 4 1/4, and 4 3/4. Okay. Varnish if you want at this stage. Just a skinny little box. Okay. So you're going to do the same thing, even though the box is longer than it is wide. You're going to put your double score marks on the top and the bottom. And we don't need the bottom 4 boxes. So just cut up your score line, cut them off. Do the same to the top. Cut them off. Like so. Miter. Miter. Take that sliver off if you want to. Let's go to your bottom score line, vertical score line. Cut up. Cut off at least half. Miter and miter. Your next vertical score line. Cut up. Cut off. Miter and miter. Rotate. Vertical score mark. Half. Miter. Miter. Score mark. Cut up. Half. Miter and miter. Okay. This little tab looks a little funky because I cut it weird, but it's fine. All right, put it back to starting position. Put your flap in, glue. And fold flat. Make sure that glue is evenly distributed. And look, I have the corner rounder right here, and I completely forgot to do it, which is fine, because you're just corner rounding your little flap here, your tuck flap, your tuck spot. So you can corner round before or after you glue. It doesn't really matter. Okay. And push your bottom in. Put your items in your box. And you are good to go. How fun is that? Decorate this with a little ghost, a little pumpkin. Call it a Halloween trick-or-treat craft fair item. The great thing about fold flat boxes, if you can fold it flat to decorate it, or you can mail it with it flat. So if you're going to do a craft fair, you can go ahead and add the sweets in there, or maybe you can do a bundle, say 10 of these for however much, and then they can add their own candy, or you can, you know, put them all together. I've seen both ways be a hit, especially if you're doing a craft fair right before Halloween and people want homemade items for their kids' craft fair. Someone said she makes little boxes and sells it for like $1 each, and no candy in it. And so she gets $24 or $25 for her boxes, and the parents fill them. You know, they're decorated, very simple decorations, but they're still decorated. So that is an idea for Halloween. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Bye.